little pony, my little pony, my little pony. Hey guys, remember My Little Pony? No, not that one. Not that one. No, not that one. Yeah, that one. You know, the most popular My Little Pony series of all time. So they made a theatrical movie, and we're gonna watch it.
Yay.
It starts out with everyone in Ponyville being all excited for the arrival of Sia. No, I'm not joking. Sia. As a pony. And Twilight Sparkle's all nervous about introducing her, so she asks the queen/princesses if they can literally move the sun and moon just to make everything perfect. Oh boy, I'm excited for this one. And they're all like, no. So she meets up with the rest of her friends and they sing an obligatory song, and then Twilight Sparkle gets trapped in cave. So Sia arrives, but so does a big scary cloud, and this pony pops out of it. And none of them seem to know who it is. What, is this a new character made only for the movie? I don't know, I don't watch My Little Pony. And they're immediately hostile towards her. You'd think after so many episodes they'd learn that friendship is a very effective tool at diffusing conflicts. But nah, let's just escalate things rather than solve them diplomatically. And of course everyone dies. Or gets turned into stone, rather. But oh, wouldn't you know it, the main six escaped. And Spike. Twilight overheard Celeste, or Celestia, whatever her name is, say something about the queen of the hippos, so they're off to find her. But could you hurry up a little? The entire kingdom depends on it. So this guy wants to be able to control the weather or something, so he needs Twilight's magic. So Tempest, oh yeah, her name's Tempest, goes after them. Our crew come across a strange town and meet a con man, Cat, who is definitely not going to betray them at all. Oh, would you look at that? He wanted to sell them to pay off his debts. Who could have seen that coming? But of course, Tempest finds them too and kills the guy the Catman owes money to. Great, now he's out of debt. Twilight and the gang hitch a ride on an airship, so Tempest forces Catman to tell them where they're going. But since Rarity gave him some buttons, he decides to protect them. Okay. The gang are not out of the clear yet, though, because the crew of the airship find them and plan on executing them. But it's
Time for lunch! Whoa. So, you were about to toss us overboard, and you stopped for a lunch break?
Boy, if you don't...
Rainbow Dash learns that they're actually a pirate gang that was taken over by the Storm King, so she encourages them to be themselves again, which they do. And then Rainbow Dash pulls a Sonic the Hedgehog.
No!
I'm sure no one noticed that giant blue explosion, right?
So of course, Tempest knows where they are now.
You think she saw my sonic rain boom?
Boy, if you don't...
But in a 400 IQ move, Twilight Sparkle builds a hot air balloon and abuses Spike in order to make it rise. Because they help the main six escape, Tempest kills the pirate crew and the Catman. Man, she is just on fire. They make it to the Hippogriffs mountain. Not the hippos, Hippogriffs. But it's a ghost town. Pinkie Pie sees a light and they all jump into the water and drown. Except they don't drown. The light is actually an overly chipper girl, and she brings them to her mother, who's a bit agitated that her daughter brought outsiders because they vowed never to return to the surface after the Storm King attacked. Apparently this guy got around. I mean, Tempest got around, because she's the one who's been doing all the work. They used a magical MacGuffin to transform into sea creatures so that they could to protect themselves underwater. Sorry, there must have been a typo in my script. Queen Hippogriff doesn't let them have the MacGuffin to save Ponyville, so they just decide to have fun instead. Don't worry about all the other ponies that are suffering back home. They can wait. Pinkie Pie gives the people the first actual fun and companionship they've had in a while, so the Queen, out of respect, lets them have the orb. Just kidding, it was all a diversion so Twilight Sparkle could steal it. What a great role model for children everywhere. Twilight Sparkle, ladies and gentlemen, let's give her a round of applause. So obviously they get kicked out, and her friends are a little upset.
We did what you told us, and that's what made her realize we were ponies worth saving. Unless you didn't really want us to show her the best time ever. You just wanted us to distract her!
Wow, nothing gets past you, Pinkie Pie. And I don't know why, but Twilight all of a sudden blames her friends for this? Why? Why? What did they do? Nothing! They didn't do anything! You were the one who tried to steal the orb! What's worse is she's supposed to be the princess of friendship, and yet she's the least friendly character in this whole group. She never has time to make new friends, she doesn't trust anyone, she thinks people are irredeemable, she doesn't take accountability for herself and just blames others. Twilight Sparkle really is a bad character in this movie. Okay, there, I said it. Let's move on. They all leave her, and that is what makes her all of a sudden have humility in some capacity. However, Spike loyally stays by her. but the emotion is cut short when she gets kidnapped. And instead of immediately turning Twilight to stone, Tempest just decides to vent and give her backstory. You lost your horn when your friends betrayed you, and now you hate the power of friendship, am I right? Oh my gosh, it's worse. You were just kids? Why are you still so bitter about this? Wait, why do I care all those 4 ponies and harnesses their magic, which she gives to the Storm King in exchange for getting her horn back? Yeah, he is definitely not going to betray her.
I used you. It's kind of what I do.
Aw, man. Not again. Seriously, why did Tempest not just use the magic for herself? Could she not restore her horn on her own? What's so special about this guy then? He doesn't even have any powers. And why do you trust him when you vowed never to trust anyone else ever again? This movie really just hoped that you didn't think too much about it. Back in Hippogriff Land, Spike tells everyone that Twilight's been taken, and hey look, it's everyone they've met throughout the movie. It's almost like the power of friendship is always what leads to a happy ending, so why you don't always act friendly towards people, I'll never understand, Twilight Sparkle. So they go to save Twilight and the whole kingdom because they're actually good people. Of course, their plan kind of deteriorates, so violence! Except for Fluttershy, who actually talks to her enemies and makes them her friends. Let's all be like Fluttershy. Is this a political stance? Pinkie Pie shoots them all out of the cannon from earlier in the movie and Deus Ex Machinas themselves by crashing into the Storm King before he manages to hurt Twilight. So Twilight then decides to stop being such a bad friend and include everyone while trying to grab the staff. Even though it probably would have been faster for her to just do it by herself, but then she wouldn't have learned her lesson, so. And then they think Twilight dies? She went up. Usually you think someone died when they go down and don't come back after a while. Not the other way around. Also, she can fly. Why are you guys concerned? Oh hey look, Twilight Sparkle's completely alright. But not for long. No! Yeah, sacrifice! I'm kidding. Twilight saves Tempest because Tempest saved her because Twilight saved Tempest beforehand. Wow. My Little Pony, friendship is magic. Really wears the friendship part on its sleeves. Everyone gets saved and the movie ends with Sia singing a song about, you guessed it, hatred. No, sorry, I mean immense disgust. No, actually, it's just pure and utter bitterness. Man, who keeps changing the words in my script? But yeah, friendship. The song that Sia sings is about friendship. Friendship. Friendship! So what did I think about My Little Pony the movie? It was meh. I'll come out and say that I'm not the biggest fan of kids shows whose sole purpose is to teach lessons and nothing else. But I knew that this show was and is immensely popular and highly praised, even among adults. But the movie did not make me excited about the show. I can tell there's a lot of new characters in this film, so there's less of a connection with the series that would make a longtime fan of the show more invested. And yet, despite all this newness, the message still seems like the same old same old. It's once again about the power of friendship and the need to redeem and forgive people. I haven't extensively watched the show, but I know that this is something that has been retold by My Little Pony time and time again. There's nothing new to it either. In fact, it's annoying how inconsiderate and unfriendly Twilight Sparkle is, despite having presumably already learned about the power of friendship earlier on in the series. I guess she does have a reason to act this way, the pressure of having to save everyone and the dishonesty of the Catman making her not trust others, but it still doesn't excuse the fact that she should know by now that, say it with me, friendship is magic.
We are not enough. No, Twilight. We stuck together. We were gonna get the help we needed. The only thing that stopped us was you.
The film also feels like it's trying to be self-aware and parody the series sometimes, but it doesn't commit enough to make it substantially funny. Its story is too standard and cookie-cutter to offer any significant emotional impact, yet its humor is not clever enough to even be funny. So overall, it's just bland. As a standalone movie, it's fine. It's probably great for young kids, and it's certainly tolerable for the parents. But as a long-awaited and most likely immensely hyped-up film adaptation of an extremely popular cartoon,
It was underwhelming.
would I recommend you go see this one? I mean, you can if you want to, but I wouldn't want to spend too much money on this. It's basically just a special extended episode of the main series, which is fine. I don't hate this movie by any means. It does have some entertainment value. It just fell short of my expectations, that's all. Better luck next time, My Little Pony. Wait, next time? Does that mean I'm gonna have to watch A New Generation now?